Hey, I'm Katie, also known as Chachi Kate, and this is week 7 of learning to love myself. I think I put too much lip plumper on. It's giving the monster from Monsters, Inc. Okay. Last video I made, I didn't really talk about anything about learning to love myself or trying to overcome insecurities or anything, and that's kind of why I wanted to start doing this. So today I think I'm going to talk about just my history with poor body image, maybe anxiety. I don't know. We'll see where it takes me because I get off track really easily. That looks ridiculous. Hold on. Just deal with the funky hair while I do my foundation, okay? Just hold on. It's temporary. I have struggled with poor body image since I want to say 5th grade is when I started to be more aware of appearances and stuff like that. I got my period in 5th grade. 5th grade is, I feel pretty early to get your period. Some girls don't get their period until they're in high school. I knew a girl who didn't get her period till she was 17. It's just everybody develops at different times, and I was in 5th grade. So I've had a pretty long relationship with Aunt Flo at this point. My 2 best friends were cousins, so they looked alike. They had the same genetics. They were both so skinny. They were both blonde. Oh my god, speaking of her, she literally just texted me. That's so weird that I just started talking about her. My mom's a cosmetologist, so she would kind of just if I asked her to be hey, can I have highlights? She'd be yeah. So I would get highlights in my hair all the time to kind of look like my 2 best friends. I'm a natural brunette. If anybody remembers Club Libby Lou, you're old. But my friends had a birthday party there, and it was and they had a Hannah Montana theme. So they were doing everybody's hair, gave everybody hair pieces. They were doing everybody's makeup. And my sister was there too. My sister is naturally darker than me. They tried to give me a brown hair piece, and I got so upset and I asked for the blonde one because both my friends had the blonde one. And I looking back at the pictures after we got them, I was why did I do that? They gave us these cute sparkly outfits to put on, and one of them showed my best friend's stomach, just literally just that. But we were in 3rd or 4th grade, and so we were oh, no, midriff. But then her mom said, oh, it's okay, you're skinny enough. And I love her mom. It wasn't I would just constantly compare myself to my 2 best friends who were, again, related, so obviously they look alike. And they genetically were just skinny. For my whole life, I resented stick skinny people because I was that's not fair. How come they get to be stick skinny and I don't? And I was having these feelings since childhood. I guess that's kind of where that started, where my obsession, not obsession, but being aware of body size kind of started. Was I always forget my freaking mirror. Okay, how do you say mirror? Because I live in Michigan, and apparently Michiganders have an accent, and we say things like mirror, M-E-E-R, mirror, but other people say mirror, they pronounce every syllable, or we say orange for orange. And then, obviously puberty hit and blah, 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 blah. I got boobies. My girly friends didn't. And I was oh my god. I remember I didn't fit into Justice anymore. So whenever we went to like Justice with my friends, or like went shopping, we were little or whatever, I would always be so self-conscious because they didn't make shirts for girls with boobs. Yeah, from there it just started kind of spiraling into other things that I didn't like about myself. Started to hate my hair. I started to hate the way my hair looked. I started to hate the way that my skin looked because I had acne. I started to watch makeup tutorials when I got into middle school, and I would notice that I just unlocked a memory. Holy shit. When I was in 5th grade, this girl came up to me in the hallway. Literally, I was just walking to turn my lunch money in, and she was like, "You have really small eyes." And I was like, okay, and this girl had massive eyeballs, so thinking back, maybe that's why she said that. So after she told me that like stuck in my head, and I was like, damn, I really do have small eyes. And I do. I don't have a lot of lid space. My eyes are just very small. So I started watching makeup tutorials on how to make your eyes look bigger, and then I started wearing makeup. I remember at that point, people in middle school, like makeup tutorials, like makeup just like wasn't a big thing. Like now in middle school, girls are like, oh my god, did you get the highlighter? Like, or kids I went to school with were like, why are you wearing makeup? Like, why are you wearing so much makeup? I was like, one, bitch, I have acne, and if I didn't wear makeup, you would make fun of my acne, and you're now making fun of me for covering up my acne. And two, I got small eyeballs apparently, so I started wearing eyeliner because everything anybody said to me I would take so personally. But yeah, I started wearing makeup, I started doing literally, got hair extensions, anything in my power to absolutely change who I was. And then in the summer times, I wouldn't go outside. I would sit in my living room in the dark on our desktop computer, and I would watch episodes of My Babysitter's a Vampire on the computer because we didn't have Disney Channel at the time, while my sister was out in the pool, while she was out tanning. It was like in middle school. Because I was so self-conscious of the way I looked in a bathing suit next to my sister. Well, my whole childhood I was kind of like, okay, cool. My sister lost all of her baby fat and she grew up, whatever, so like I just gotta wait for my turn. And my turn never came. So I kind of thought something was like wrong with me. Like my sister definitely grew out of her awkward stage really early. I was just always waiting for mine to leave and it never did. And I was very self-conscious of my body next to my sister. None of my family ever said anything to me because in their eyes there was nothing wrong with me. It's just funny how your brain can distort the image of yourself so heavily. Body image, self-esteem, whatever, has been weighing heavily on my mind since I was a child. And I always thought like, okay, when I get older, like, it'll be better. When I get older, it'll be better. When I get older, it'll be better. I'm now older, and it wasn't better. I think it actually got worse. There were times when I would pray to God for him to help me find love for myself, crying. So that's why I was like, I need to do something. I'm 23. I cannot live the rest of my 20s hating myself. Like, apparently these are going to be the times of my life, whatever. We'll see. How do I fix this absolute mess that I've created in my mind? How do I fix it? So that's when I started doing the affirmations. That's when I put my baby picture on the mirror. That's when I started making these YouTube videos. Anyway, self-love is definitely a battle. It's a journey. Especially when you've been telling yourself for so long that you've hated yourself. But I am so incredibly proud of myself for recognizing that I needed to get help and that I needed to stop and that I'm working towards being better. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Is that from The Climb? Oh. Life's a climb, but the view is great. Anyways, yeah, you're doing good. Happy week 7.